welcome to Cheesehead Gardening, episode 2. Woohoo! And today we're in front of Erin's garden shed slash
studio,
art
really,
studio.
but yep.
She started out as a garden shed and somehow
Painting. Yeah, I garden outside, paint inside.
Yeah. And today we're going to talk about composting.
Yeah.
And we have some little
Compost helpers.
We have some helpers today. I don't know if you can see them or not, but I'm sure you'll see them in the shot sometime today.
Yeah. Zoe's the light one, Rocky's the black one. So we both compost, and people even at school give me their peels and stuff like that, and I bring them home. So how about I show you what we do? So here's what I start with. At my house, I have a bucket under my sink. At school, we have to have a concealed container and bring it home every day. But at home, I have a small bucket under my sink. It doesn't stink or anything like that. And I only collect fruit clippings, eggshells, vegetables. I don't collect any fats or meats. I put coffee in here, tea bags, stuff like that. Newspaper is okay as well. Egg cartons and coffee filters. So when it's full, or when I feel like coming out here, even in the winter I do this. It doesn't really compost itself, but I get it out of my house, so I throw it back here even in the winter. And I just throw it on top of my bucket. I have a half a bucket that a friend helped me drill holes into, so it helps aerate it. When it's full like this, I will take this entire thing off. I'll somewhat show you now. And then I will relocate it somewhere right next to it. And then I'll take this pitchfork, mix it all up, usually have a little greens and browns. And greens are things that are fresh, like the vegetables or grass clippings. Could even be some of this from a tree, the pine needles. And then I mix browns, like leaves and dead things. I just mix it all up, put it back in there, and turn it, water it as much as possible. It's important to add a lot of water. And then in about 8 weeks, it looks like my pile right here. That's some really great earth. I only have a little bit right here because I've been spreading it on top of my brand new gardens. And this all used to be, you know, vegetables and banana peels, and it's just the best kind of nutritious dirt. And I found a pit here that's from like a peach. Sometimes those take a little longer, but I want to tell you about a pit from an avocado. I just threw one in here, and I'm not going to dig through it, but what I do with those is I actually take my knife and I hit it with the knife, and those will biodegrade much faster than if you just throw them in. So there's sometimes little tricks, and I highly recommend it. And Jen does it too, so let's ask her what she does with her composting.
Well, this is the composter that I have here at my house. It's more of like a store-bought one. My father-in-law works for the landfill in one of the counties in Wisconsin, and actually they sell them there, and so he, as a present one year, gave me this. And it has a cover on it, so it's very important that during the summer that you water it, because you need that water in there to help decompose everything. So I have to take the cover in, I just kind of put the hose in for a little bit and let it in, water it. And then it also has this little door here on the bottom that it open up, and then the good compost is down here on the bottom, and I can take that out and I use it to you know, fill in my yard, or when I'm using it to pot plants. When we were going through Erin's yard today, she was showing me her hostas, and she happens to have this beautiful sage hosta right here. But it has something known as fairy ring. So as you can see, the middle here, the hosta is making a big ring, and the middle is kind of dormant. So the middle is actually still in there, and like I said, it's dormant. So what she would need to do is, if she took like her garden fork and went in there and lifted it up and replanted it, it would probably grow back in here, or she could just divide this off and or dig up the whole thing, either way, and that middle would come back. A lot of times it comes from either there being too much dirt in that middle part, or sometimes when you get plants from the nurseries, it's a good idea to knock the soil off the roots and kind of spread them out before you plant them, or else sometimes this will happen. So as long as we were here and she showed me it, I thought I'd tell you about how to fix it if you have it happen in your yard.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks for diagnosing my problems. Okay, well, thank you for joining us today.
You know, compost, it's as sweet as a rose.
Yes, it is. All right, we'll see you next time.
Until next time.
Bye. My dogs like to help. They're my little garden buddies. And sometimes they just get in the way like they are now. But Rocky loves this tool right here because then he can spread it out and work. And he has a really good time playing in the dirt.
Hey, is this catnip?
Shares it with this man.
It is?
We'll have a little tip of the cap here as they head to the home stretch of the Masters.
They're loving it.